Malls now have a lot of these, I noticed. It didn't used to be this way. There's some cute jungle gym places. They didn't used to have these as a kid. There was this group called, I forget what it was. It was just years ago. It was in the 90s. It was like Kids Club. That's right, at Plaza Bonita Mall. And I was a member, and they would have like some guy on stage talk, and he'd do raffles and stuff. And on your birthday, you go up and like, they do like a raffle kind of a thing. I remember that. This is like, I don't even know how I remember this. It was like really a long time when I was really young. Here is a big giant makeup cosmetic place. Look how much cosmetics that is. Like, look how popping that, look at all that makeup. That is a lot of makeup. Malls are not the same anymore. It's not like it used to be. Like, it's so dead out here. One of my coworkers who's in the restaurant work like me, she fell onto it. She had a job opportunity, but pandemic screwed it over. And same with me, because I didn't want to do caregiving anymore. And I was too physical, and I couldn't go into weirdos' houses, and I just couldn't do it anymore. And I had to work for an alcoholic and have to empty his urinals and do things for him. And he had multiple sclerosis, and he would throw he threw a laptop computer at me, and he would curse at me and say sexual comments that were just inappropriate. And eventually, I couldn't put up with it, and I had to go drive over there all the time. And like, he was very rough. He was really, really rough. And while I was helping this homeless guy, and there was a Five Below, I brought the homeless guy to that place, and I bought him like clothes, and I bought him like a bunch of stuff for living on the street, because he couldn't live in my place because he didn't have money for rent. And I got him an ID card because his ID was stolen, and I got him a food stamp card, and I would give him food in the street. And eventually he met a girl, and he got in a relationship, and he moved in with her, and he moved on. But like, it was stressful. Look at this. It's like Chuck E. Cheese's, but different, like balloons. It's cute. But yeah, that Five Below, I didn't know there was such thing. I'd never been to Five Below, and I'm not big on going to malls anymore, but we went in there, and I was amazed how cheap and how much things you could get at such a low price. And he needed a lot of stuff. He needed tents constantly. I helped him out. I had to deal with a lot of other homeless people and like a lot of crazy places around, like downtown, and like just, it was a lot of craziness. I met some interesting people, and I am definitely a firm believer that the money has changed and that things are getting weird, and definitely it's a part of this whole trying to change things, allowing people to go on the streets and just giving them much money. All these liberal people are really into just paying into homeless people living on the streets and not getting jobs, really. And a lot of them don't want jobs. They're not even trying. Like this guy, he wanted a job at the same time he wasn't really looking into as hard as he should be. A lot of times he was just smoking weed and just goofing off. Speaking of weed, there's a Wisdom 101 here. It's like a bunch of Bob Marley, like, this I like. This is a nice dress. Look at this dress. Look at this dress. It's like a tie-dye, like, oh no, it smells really good. It smells like incense. It's like the style I like. Oh no, I really love this dress. I'm probably gonna end up buying it. Look at that. Look at that. That's really cute. Like, that is cute. Like, this is cute. Good. We got the incense right here and everything. That's an interesting shop, actually. H&M is right there, and there's a men's section. That's a little bit, I don't know about that. H&M, Forever 21. Look what they're selling here at Forever 21. Looks like 90s shorts from when I was a kid that you wish were never, ever given birth to. Like, really bad, ugly shorts. Like, really, look at, that's 90s, like, crop tops. Look at, that is totally 90s with a little, there's like a happy face. Remember the happy face shirts? That's some shitty ass clothes, man. I'm like, no way. Look at it. Look. Ugh. They're trying to make it like come across in sort of a clubbing clothes with like a Malibu Barbie touch to it. That is, it's all neon green. That's an ugly ass dress, man. Ugly. There's some ugly stuff here. Look, Barbie. Malibu Barbie. It says Barbie. Like the 90s Barbies that I had years ago that I played with that were the better than the ones that we have now. They're trying to make them realistic with like all kinds of problems and like in a wheelchair and all that. It's getting to be so realistic, it's scary and creepy. It's like you're looking at a person, and you know, it was better to have a Barbie doll that was actually unrealistic because it was a doll. It wasn't a real person. Like they're trying too hard to make everybody feel like equal and not feel so bad about flaws. Yeah, I get that. And they have a torrid and all those places which sounds like horrid. And it's almost like encouraging also a thing that it's okay to have health problems, it's okay to be obese. And I work with people who are obese, and I know how it goes. I used to like have to bathe people outside of the shower, they were so fat. And the reality of it, you get really bad problems as you get older. You're going to be in an oxygen tank, you're going to have diabetes, you're going to cut your life short from being obsessed with food and always needing food. Like she wanted me to give her a huge mountain of ice cream with a bunch of cake every single night. And she said, if you don't give it to me, I'm going to complain because I pay to go live here. And like, no, okay, that's creepy. But like, there are some people like that who act like they're the queen of everything and that whatever they say goes. And, I have all this money. Great, okay, go kill yourself with all that food you're eating, you know? You're going to kill yourself like you're like a drug addict who's obsessed with a drug, and that's your life. Here is the 5 only, which after bringing him here, it was actually right in the end when I stopped helping that homeless guy. I brought him some clothes here, and it was around like October time. It was like during Halloween, and he finally found someone to help him out. But yes, definitely things have changed.